Recently, Epic Games has been updating Fortnite, changing features and adding some new stuff into the game, but most of those features are actually bad and ruining Fortnite. And today, I'm going to be talking about some of those features that are ruining the game and eventually going to be starting to draw people out of playing Fortnite. Now, we can't hate on Epic too much because they've done so many good things for the game, and they created Fortnite, and it's one of the biggest games of all time. But just because you did those good things doesn't mean you can't make bad decisions and ruin your game. And I feel that some of the new changes they've made to the game are taking out some of the best parts of playing Fortnite, some of the most fun aspects of the game. And I don't understand why you would do that. If it's good and people enjoy doing it, why would you change the way it is? Okay, so on to my first point, which is the pump shotgun and tactical shotgun nerfs. Now, I know many people think that the pump shotguns do need to be nerfed and that they're overpowered, but I think when you're fighting someone up close, there's nothing better to use than a shotgun, and it's the most fun thing to use. All the kills you get with them are so satisfying, and I think nerfing it is ruining the game. So the nerf I'm talking about comes in the last patch to the pump shotgun. The headshot multiplier got reduced from 2.5 to 2 damage, and the same happened to the tac shotgun, going from a headshot multiplier of 2.5 to 2 damage as well. I also have to mention that the pump shotgun got nerfed with overall damage being reduced from 90 to 95 to about 80 to 85. So what this means is that a headshot with the pump shotgun went from about 225 to 237 damage on the high end to about 160 to 170 damage. Now I know that 160 to 170 damage isn't bad, that's still really good for a weapon in Fortnite, but it's a pump shotgun, okay? A pump shotgun should be able to one-shot someone if you hit him in the head. Now I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal with the damage drop off, but I can't even count the number of times that I've been in a shotgun fight, and this guy has 200 health, and I'm at like maybe 150, and I shoot him in the head, and it does 160, okay? And then this guy shoots me in the head, and it kills me because I only have 150 health. In my opinion, I think the pump shotgun is probably the most fun weapon to use in the game. Now, I can't think of a moment in Fortnite that's more satisfying than hitting someone in the head for 225 damage. Like, you walk into a building, and you see some kid just sitting in the corner, and you whip around with your shotgun, and you hit him in the head for 225, 230 damage. Now, I know for new players, it can be hard to use the shotgun and trying to aim in because it's a very precise angle in which you can hit the player. But just with a little practice and time using the shotgun, you get used to it and you can become really dominant with it. But I don't know, I just don't agree with the fact that the shotgun got nerfed. You guys can let me know what you think, and on to the second point. So next up we have the supply llama. So if you don't know what the supply llama is, it's like a chest that spawns around the island. There are only 3 of them in every single game, and it gives you usually 500 of each material, being wood, brick, and metal. It gives you a variety of different ammo types. You can get shields, you can get healables, and you can get traps. But unfortunately, they reduced the amount of materials you can get from the llama, being from 500 to now 200 of each material, and you can no longer get explosive ammo from the supply llamas. So the one thing that Fortnite does that's unique from the other Battle Royale games like PUBG and H1Z1 is the fact that you can build. And building is a key part to the gameplay of Fortnite. Now, I don't know about you, but some of my favorite Fortnite clips involve those massive build battles, where they just keep going up higher and higher and higher until one person eventually outbuilds the other one and wins the fight. And with less mats spawning in on the map, it's going to make those massive build battles a lot more rare to see. I also have to point out that the whole point of the loot llama is that it's supposed to be rare. You're not supposed to find it every single game. The whole point of it is to encourage players to not camp and to look around in hopes of finding the llama and getting yourself set up. Also, why would you just completely remove all of the explosive ammo from the llamas when you could always just maybe reduce the number of rockets you can get from a llama at a time? Along with the llama only giving you 200 of each material, the spawn chances of finding materials reduced by 33%, and the amount in each stack is reduced by 33% as well. So this means that the overall loot around the map has been reduced quite a bit, and this is going to make building a lot harder to do because you'll run out of resources a lot quicker than you usually do. I just don't understand why Epic Games would want to reduce the amount of materials when building is the key thing differentiating it from other Battle Royale games. Now, this isn't something that's exactly ruining the game, I just don't see a point in them doing this. And what I'm talking about is the quote-unquote new item in Fortnite known as the bounce pad. Now, the bounce pad is pretty much the exact same thing as the directional pad, but like 10 times worse. So for those of you who weren't around during the earlier stages of Fortnite, there was an item known as the directional pad, which had a very similar look to the bounce pad, except it had an effect like an impulse grenade. So you'd walk onto it in whatever direction you'd like, and it would launch you towards the direction you're facing. But this item was removed around the same time as the ceiling zapper. And when you look at that, they added it back into the game. kind of. And what I mean by that is they added an item very similar to it, but it just does not work well at all. When I use it, I just get like a tiny little boost that doesn't really do much or help me in any way. No, I don't understand why you would remove an item that's actually good and then go ahead like 5 months later and add an item that's absolute garbage. But like I said, it's not like this item is ruining Fortnite. It's just, in my opinion, I don't think this item is all that good, and I don't understand why they'd spend their time working on an item that is as bad as the bounce pad. Now, I know I kind of been crapping on Fortnite or just Epic Games in general, talking about all the bad things they've done, but in fairness, they've done a lot of good things for the game as well, like adding the shopping cart, which I think is the best item they've ever added into Fortnite. It's so much fun to use, so many weird things can happen with it, and I just hope that they make the right decisions and don't end up removing that as well. So the whole point of this video is to bring attention to some of the changes that Epic Games has made to Fortnite. I really enjoy playing Fortnite. I just don't want to see this game die so soon, just from changes that they made that a lot of people might not like. Personally, I'm not going to stop playing Fortnite just because of some of the changes they've made. I just hope that at some point they will be able to realize that a lot of the things they're changing people are not going to like, and just to keep it the way it is. People are enjoying the game right now. They're having a really good time, and why change things if they're having fun, you know? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to tell me about your opinions on Fortnite and some of the changes they've made. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.